to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Looking to put a drive together.
Green jack. Set. Ready. Back black. Hut. Hut.
So play fake. Now Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
You look at this Carolina defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Jackson now. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Young going to give to Brooks. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Yellow, 43. Cut.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, back field, flat, 50 seconds.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down carry for Henry. A strong breaking tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down and 3. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there. They will set him up 1st and goal.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 45, right.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go now.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. Check.
Off the play fake. Sellers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy Horner Jr. Incomplete. Jake Wiggins on the coverage.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Sellers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Cut 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's the option. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Sellers. He'll try to do it himself. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Hubbard. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Sellers. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Panthers 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. He's been right.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Ravens hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
With a safety, Trayvon Merrick up to make the play defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
He's got it in, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being the defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Cowboy 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Short one there, caught by Likely.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43.
Here's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now third down and 6 to go.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
13.
And Jackson throwing once more.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Let's go now. 60 red.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set. Set. Red, 38. Ready, set.
Young to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is
Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Green. Ready.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
3rd and 4.
Young now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on,
Here's Young.
They'll get this off to ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Cycle. Let's go now. Claws red. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it.
They'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Ready, ready.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Blue. Yellow. Ready?
And Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and
Now a
10.
pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And Walker has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson now. Now he'll tuck this and run. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Panthers 25. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. To throw, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that's complete TTN out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Set, red, blue, striker. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Now Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators that I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 32.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line. An audible here to get a new look. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
In motion, the tight end. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. There's a short throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards.
Panthers that time.
First down, Panthers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's Young.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 23-yard line.
Wait.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe part of that is the confidence level.
And Henry's back. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Strong running. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Henry up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Sit on! Sit on! Henry! Finish it up! Go ahead.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.